Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It's your boy Lincoln Clay coming back at you with another live stream of Creed Rise to Glory. This is stream number 16. You know the drill. Hit the like button, help spread the content. Make sure you hit the bell icon, help spread the content to a wider audience. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. I hope you are enjoying the content. So, I've been playing Creed the past week. I just haven't been streaming. What's up? You are first. I've been playing Creed. I just haven't been streaming it. I just been, fighting on the low. And I'll probably say, during that time that I was not streaming, I probably had about 10 fights and probably lost 2 of them. And those fights that I lost, I actually thought I could have pulled them off. So it wasn't a situation where I was getting dominated. I was knocking my opponent down too. It's just he knocked me down more times than I knocked him down. But I've been back at the lab, went back to the drawing board, tried to work on a few things, change the flow up a little bit. And, Jamal Adams, what's good with you? Countervice Gaming, what's up? Hey, before I stop streaming, Connor, Ice Queen Gaming, how you doing? I had ran off a stretch where I think I had won about 15 straight fights before I ran into a buzzsaw. This guy, Fuzzy Lump 420. I think this dude don't kick my ass like 8 straight fights, and I haven't beaten this dude yet. Yeah, it's all good though. Next time I see him, hopefully the outcome will be different. But I'm just trying to get my cardio in. Now, unfortunately, with this game, it's just like the matchmaking on this game just sucks. It's I have to, after about 35 seconds of searching, chances are it's not going to find an opponent for me. So I have to back out of it and start over. And there's been times where I've, searched for about 15 minutes searching for an opponent. So they absolutely got to do something about that matchmaking. This is just unacceptable. I don't expect a lot of people to buy this game, but between Oculus Vive and PSVR, with this being a cross-platform game, I would like to think I shouldn't have any problems finding a match, but yes, that is one of the big problems of this game. And that is another... Wow, Ice Queen Game, you got that kind of a message? Streaming on YouTube.
Fighters, touch gloves when you're ready to begin.
I'm coming.
Scrap slams hard into his opponent. What a shot! Scrap really showing off his power with that blow.
Scraps drives a hard punch right to his opponent.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my God!
1, 2, 3.
Scraps delivering an absolutely devastating blow. Oh, a hard hit from Scraps.
Oh my
1,
God.
2, 3, 4, 5.
What a hit! Scraps is a complete powerhouse. Scraps comes in with a solid punch. Scraps delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Scraps looks like he's going for the knockout. Hard punch by Scraps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Had me trapped in that corner.
We're moments away from the fight. Just as soon as they...
Perfect hit from Scraps. Scraps takes another hit. What a shot. Scraps really showing off his power with that blow. Scraps almost back. Scraps drives a hard punch right through his opponent. Scraps catches his opponent with with a clean shot. Oh, a hard hit from Scraps. Scraps is struggling to regain his footing after that one.
Oh my God!
1, 2.
Solid hit by Scraps. Scraps slams hard into his opponent.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, a hard hit from Scraps. Scraps must have felt that one.
Whoa!
Hit from Scraps.
Oh God!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Scraps looks like he's going for the knockout. Scraps lands a good hit. What a shot. Scraps really showing off his power with that blow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Scraps delivering a clean hit. Scraps drives a hard punch right through the bone.
Oh come on!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent.
Oh my God! Let's go. Oh, the internet. Oh man. Fix. All right, good fight. All right. Damn, maybe that wasn't such a smart idea, streaming these fights, because I just took 2 straight ass whoopings. Alright. This is more or less for my cardio anyway, so I'm definitely not going to fight 6 or 7 fights like I did in the beginning. I'm already burning up. All right, back we go. After taking 2 ass whoopings like that, the last thing you want to do is wait. You're eager to get back into the ring, eager to avenge yourself. So this shitty ass matchmaking makes that loss, those losses, all the more agonizing. Okay, do it again. All right, we go to England. We go to England. We fight in England.
Who's ready for a fight? Boxers, touch gloves!
Hard punch from Rhino.
Rhino slams into his opponent.
What a shot. Rhino really showing off his power with that blow. What a hit. Rhino is a complete powerhouse.
One, two, three. Catches his opponent with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect hit from Rhino.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hard hit from Rhino.
I needed that one. I choose go back to my other fighter. Hey, Rocco! All right, Rocco! All right, Sly! Did you see the way he busted that moolah on y'all's face? Yo, give me a box of juju beans and the moolah will pay for it. You heard me, Moolie. You heard me, Moolie. Pay for my candy. You decided to take it to the gutter, huh? All right, the gutter. Turn around! All right, Rocco! All right, Rocco! Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Nice one.
One,
Open up a can on him. Open up a can of whoop ass.
4, 5, 6,
All right.
4, 5, 6.
Oh my God.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, Raquel. All right, Sly. You want one more? Yeah, me too. But I go one more time if you want to. All right, let's go. Ooh, excuse me.
Touch gloves when you're ready to begin.
Scraps fires off a solid punch at his opponent.
What a hit! Scraps is a complete powerhouse.
Scraps firing off a solid punch.
A hard punch from Scraps.
What an opening. Will Scraps press the advantage? Scraps drives a hard punch right through his opponent.
One,
Ay, caramba!
3.
Gonna send you back home in a body bag, Holmes! Ay, caramba! Chingao! Chingao!
Scraps really showing off his power with that blow.
Scraps catches his opponent right where it hurts. Scraps delivering an absolutely devastating blow to his opponent.
Ah!
1, 2.
Looks like he's going for
Ay, chingao!
1, 2,
Maricón!
3, 4, 5.
Maricón! ¡Bésame los huevos! Maricón! See these? Say hello to my little friends! You think you're gonna take me? Huh? You think you're gonna take me? You ain't need a fucking army gonna take me!
What a hit! Scraps is a complete powerhouse. Slams hard.
You're gonna need a fucking army, you're gonna take me! Come on! I think you ought to fucking hell!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect hit from Scraps.
I think you are to fucking hell! I see you watching, Rocky. I see you watching, Rocco. Good fight. Yeah, exactly. Time out. All right. All right. Yep. Yep. Damn. I had to work for what I wanted for whatever fucking reason. My right leg just went numb too. Shit. 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 Whew, that's not the game. That's me huffing and puffing like that. Shit. God damn, I had to work for that shit. Give me about 5 minutes. Give me about 5 minutes to catch my breath. And then I go in there and do it one more time. Get one more for the road. Oh, shit. Yeah, let me open up this headset, let some air inside of here. So what's the latest news, everybody? I guess just that quick, the Tomb Raider's poor sales is already old news. We know Spider-Man outsold 2K19. It's fastest selling PlayStation exclusive in its history. What other news is out there? I guess I think PlayStation won MPD again, which is no surprise. And then I guess well done to Insomniac and Marvel and Sony for a great, yeah, exactly, Ice Queen. Spider-Man's an amazing game, but they've been putting out amazing games for the last few years. Going all the way back to The Order, 1886, it just didn't catch on with everybody, including me. Don't get me wrong, when I first saw it, I was interested in it. Bethesda Fallout 76 going to be DOA, Andre 6K. You know what I think is going to happen? I talked about this yesterday with Craig in my podcast. I think what's going to happen is if Fallout 76 lays an egg, Bethesda is going to get to work immediately and start revamping this game for VR. Oh my God. He doesn't want to let me leave the gym. Yes, there we go. We got a glitch. It won't let me go back to the gym. Looks like I might have to close this down. Oh well, I got enough fights in for the day. So I'll sit here for a couple of minutes, catch my breath, and talk to you guys, and then from there I decide whether I want to take a power nap. I think they were too focused on Sony and that crossplay shit. Hey, you might be right, Andre. You might be right. But when you stop and think about it, yesterday we were talking about how I think, next generation, hopefully Sony will give some of these AAA publishers more incentive to explore VR. And in the case of Bethesda, I don't think they need incentives from Sony because Doom and Skyrim are two games that are dead. Those games have been dead for God knows how long. But because Bethesda redid them in VR, you know, they extended the life of the game. It actually, you know, somewhat gave the game a second life. You know, and the same thing can happen here with Fallout, especially if they get, like, if they were to redo it for VR, like within the next year while the game is still fresh in everybody's mind. I mean, look how everybody's doing a backflip over Borderlands coming to VR. So how do you think they would jump up and down about Fallout 76 coming to VR, even if the game is broken? I'd imagine, you know, one thing about Sony, one thing they definitely stress about VR is that they do not want motion sickness. Because, you know, motion sickness is basically what makes people return these things to the store, not hang on to them. So Sony stresses that. I believe they stress that with anybody who puts a game on the VR, on the PlayStation VR, that the game must, you know, they must have that worked out where people won't get motion sick playing the game. And I admit that over the past year or so, the games have gotten a lot better about reducing the motion sickness, because when the VR first came out, do you think Sony will buy some studios? Wow. I mean, they already got a lot of studios. I mean, I would like to think the only way Sony might buy some studios is if they working the shit out of the studios they already have. But I wouldn't be surprised if these studios are working their asses off right now, getting games ready for the next generation. So, I mean, but the one thing about Sony, yeah, we hear about Sony acquiring a studio here and there and stuff like that, but one thing they don't do is go broadcast it all over the place like Microsoft does. You know, they keep talking about buying fucking studios, and we ain't seen shit come out of any of them yet. We haven't even heard a peep other than these fucking Fable rumors. You know, we know the usual suspects, 343, the Coalition, and you know, going to be working on Gears and Halo. We already know that, but what else? You know, what's coming from the initiative? What are they going to have Ninja Theory do? Honestly, I think they could have the ones they got putting Andre 6K. I got to remind everybody, because I'm looking at your comments through the headset, it doesn't display the entire paragraphs. So you might want to keep the comments short so I can read the whole thing. Because if you write a super long paragraph, it's only going to show like the first two sentences. So a lot of times when I'm reading your comments and I stop right in the middle of it, a lot of times it's because it wasn't able to display the entire comment. So there we go with the connection warning. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I hope that's something that will get worked out on the next VR. Speaking of which, you know, it'd be cool about the next VR, you know, because of that patent that Sony going to put in that work, without a doubt. One of the things that's going to be really cool about the next generation VR, one of the patents that I saw is basically, it looks to me like these headsets are going to be wireless, and not only that, you'll be able to connect for the PS5 and VR. You know, it looks to me like you'll be able to connect two VR headsets to one PlayStation, so two people can play on the same PlayStation in VR. And I guess also from what I heard, you know, they'll be able to see each other too, so they won't be, you know, knocking into each other and that kind of thing. Also, what I heard from 7 Degrees of Gaming, he mentioned something about these wrist bracelets or whatever that you wear, that track your fingers, to track your finger movements. He mentioned something to the effect Sony has done with the exclusive games. He mentioned something about those wrist bracelets. I guess about possibly so damn Sony-tastic, exactly. Yeah, but to finish what I was saying about those wrist bracelets, he mentioned something to the effect that you might be able to put them on your ankles to play games like FIFA. You know, to be able to play soccer in VR, which would be crazy. So it sounds to me like you're going to be able to do a whole lot more with this VR, and it's going to look a lot better, especially with me hearing that, you know, it may possibly be in 4K. But one thing's for certain, I do know that a developer, MLB in VR, I've mentioned that, Andre 6K, I mentioned that yesterday. And I would like to think that, you know, the developers of MLB The Show, I think last year, or when the VR first came out, they mentioned that they were exploring every possible angle, including VR. So I would like to think that they would want to implement some kind of VR. As of right now, I'd be led to believe that, you know, because of the hardware limitations, they probably can't do it this generation, but I think they'll be able to do it next generation. And I think they would want to do it next generation. It probably is all a matter of whether Sony greenlights it or not. Which I would like to think that Sony will want to do it, since they're promising bigger and better experiences. I mean, how cool would that be to be able to play, you know, MLB The Show in VR? How cool would that be? How cool would that be to play Madden in VR? I think Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5. Hell, you never know. I mean, who knows? Since this is going to be another Sony exclusive, who's to say that they won't put VR in it? I mean, I don't think that's too hard to do in VR. I've also, you know, mentioned the possibility of the next God of War having some kind of VR feature. You know, it's definitely a given that the next GT game that comes out is going to have some kind of VR. That's a given. And this time they'll probably be able to do it right and truly implement multiplayer on there, and it'll probably look so clean too. God of War 5, or was that Gears of War 5? Yeah, but I think now I did say this too, and I'll say this again. I do think that if the PlayStation VR is ready to go day and date beside the PS5, I think one of the games that we could see on VR is Killzone. We know that Guerrilla Games is working on a next gen title, and I guess they God of War, okay, and I know that they got a hold of some of the developers from the team that made Rainbow Six Siege, so that leads me to believe that unless they're working on some kind of brand new first-person shooter, that they're probably working on the next iteration of Killzone, and I think it's a very good possibility that it could have some kind of VR feature. I mean, Sony is just putting too much technology. Sony just keeps bringing the games, without a doubt. Ice Queen Gaming, Sony has put so much technology, it appears, into this next VR that I just can't see them. I can't really see them messing around with these rinky-dink indie-looking games that we're seeing now this generation. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some of these VR games look like they were $2, you know? Terrible graphics, you know, really short. But then you got, you know, games like Firewall that's worth every penny. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to get ready to wrap it up here in a minute. But I won't rule out coming back to play this again later on today, because I really want to get some serious cardio in. I mean, I got a good workout today. I think since Spidey and Crady did so well in sales, yeah, there's definitely going to be sequels to those games, but I hope they implement some sort of VR feature in it. So let me check my phone. One second, folks. Okay. Nope, I don't see anything. But yeah, that's definitely gonna do it for me. I don't have anything really going on the rest of the night, you know, except, you know, my normal chores around my apartment, laundry and all that good stuff. So
I'd like to say that I will definitely stream again later on today. You know, it might be this, I don't know. You know, I want to try to mix it up, so I don't know. I don't know. This might be a good day to go ahead and play some GT Sport too. The daily race, you know, or the weekly race rather, is on one of the tracks that I like. It's on Suzuka. So I don't know. That could be it. We might do that. We might do GT Sport. Uh-oh. I just heard that chime for an invitation. It's a friend request. See who sent me the friend request. One second. Let's see who sent me. The guy just fought. Rodrigo Augusto. Okay. All right, I got a friend request from the guy that I just fought. I will accept his friend request and fight him later. And once I accept his friend request, if I should decide to fight him later and stream it, I will be able to set it up. Hopefully, if he comes into the party chat, I can set it up where you guys can hear him too. So as of right now, the only way you'll be able to hear my opponent is if I start a private, you know, party chat and bring him into the chat also. So. But that is going to do it for me. I think this is a good time to eat something. Relax for a little bit. And like I said, I'll be back later on today. Astrobot, you want some Astrobot? Hell, if I do Astrobot, I might, you know, I might do that as soon as I get done eating if I don't take a power nap. So how long it takes for me to get back on all depends on whether I take a power nap or not. If I take a power nap, it might be 3-4 hours before you guys see me back on. So let me eat something first, stretch out, watch a couple of YouTube videos, and take it from there. Like I said, if I'm not, if I don't fall out, you know, fall asleep or whatever, then I'll be back on more sooner than later. But, you know, thanks everybody for watching. Definitely check me out when I stream something later on. Hit the like button, lock the door on your way out. And I want to thank everyone for coming to the Wakandan Gym. I will holler at y'all later.